What's up, y'all? It's Sheeta, and welcome back to my little corner of the crafting universe. Today, I have 7 spring and Easter inspired DIYs using mostly Dollar Tree products. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so next up, I found these cute little yarn, like bunny pom-pom kits at Dollar Tree. So I am gonna make bunnies for this, but I'm not gonna use this kit as fully intended. So in the kit, it comes with like 2 different size pom-poms. You have a big size and a small size. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pom-poms in a comb and I'm going to comb them out so they look more fluffy, more furry, kind of looks more like a real bunny. All right, so here you can see the difference between the one that I combed out and the one that was just left regular. You see the one straight out the package just looks like regular yarn, and the other one I combed out kind of looks more like fur. All right, so now I got these tiny terracotta pots. I just had these laying around the house. You can find these at Michael's, Dollar Tree, or any plant store. The 2 smaller pom-poms that I combed out, and I had some moss laying around, like some natural moss, so we're going to use that. All right, so we're going to stuff the moss into the terracotta pot, so just to kind of make it look like, you know, something in there, some grass. I'm going to roll the pom-poms around in my hand just to make them more circular, more round, circular. And then I'm gonna hot glue that onto like the edge of the little terracotta pot. So I took a cotton ball. I'm just gonna pull like a little piece off, and this is gonna be the little cottontail of a bunny. And then I just glue that right onto the butt of my little bunny rabbit there. So that's a little cottontail. All right, so next up, I had this old piece of like white felt that I got from Dollar Tree also. And we're going to use the little pink parts of the ears that came in that yarn kit. And we're going to make bunny feet. So we're going to cut out, you know, the white felt tips to try to, you know, make them look like little bunny paws. And just make sure they look about the right size to go on for the bunnies. And then I just kind of copied that for the other paws for the other 2 bunnies. All right, so those pink tips from the ears that came in that pack, we're gonna cut those and make it look like the pink part of the foot. So, you know, just make them small enough so they fit in the white round parts. You know, make sure it looks decent enough. You'll see me glue the paws right onto the terracotta pots. And so I found this pack of mini carrots from Dollar Tree also. And then you're just gonna stuff those carrots right on in those pots. You don't have to glue them down. They can kind of just hold their own in the moss. And now it'll look like these little bunnies are like jumping in the pot to get some carrots. It's so cute. Okay, so now we're gonna kind of do the same concept with the bunnies and the terracotta pots, but now we're gonna use these Dollar Tree wooden crates. So we're just gonna do this on like a bigger scale, kind of like a garden bed. So first off, I'm just gonna glue the crates together using wood glue and some clamps I found at Dollar Tree. Next up, I take some brown paint and I'm gonna mix that with some water to kind of make it look like a dark wood stain. I am gonna warn you, when I start to mix this together, it looks a little gross. It looks like poop water to me. That's like the first thing that came to my mind, but I promise you this does work. All right, so as you see here, I'm just gonna take my paintbrush and just, lightly stroke it around the outside so it kind of looks like a dark wood stain. I'm going to do this on all sides of the crates and then kind of like on the top edges also. Okay, so remember those bigger pom-poms from the kit? These are going to be used on here. And I'm also going to take cotton balls and just do the same thing, make the tails, and I made the feet the same way as I did with the other ones. Now here I'm using the moss I used before and some reindeer moss because I want it to look like, a garden bed with some grass up top. So I'm going to stuff the dry moss in first. And then put the green moss, the reindeer moss on top. So, it sits up a little higher like a garden bed. All right, and here you'll see me again just putting the carrots into the moss. They get in where they fit in. If you want to glue them down, you can, but you really don't have to. And here's the final look. Look at those cute little bunnies. Look like they're diving for carrots in a big old garden bed. I really love this one. For this next craft, you're going to need a cup, any one of your choosing, a pair of socks, well, just one sock, some rice, and I also got this pack of twine from the Dollar Tree also. So first you're going to put your sock in the cup and extend, the top of the sock over the edges of the cup. And then you're just going to fill that sock up with rice until you get about a third of the way full. Next, you're going to take the twine and you're going to tie a knot at the top of the sock, tying off the top. And then about halfway down, you're going to tie another piece of twine around it, creating, separating the head from the body. So next up, you're just gonna cut off the top of the anklet part of the sock, and then you're gonna cut that top part in half, which is gonna create some bunny ears. And then next, I just kind of glued them and formed them into a shape so they kind of look like floppy bunny ears. Again, I have a cotton ball that I'm going to use to make the tail of the bunny. And now I'm going to take the two small pom-poms that were in that pom-pom yarn bunny kit. So these are the eyes from the kit, and then I'm going to use a pink one to create the nose. And then after that, I'm going to draw on a face, you know, like the little snout and whiskers of a bunny. I probably could have done without drawing on it, you know, hindsight is 2020, but I still think it looks a little cute. And now you have a sock bunny. So easy to do, a nice little thing you can do with kids too. Quick, easy project. So for the next project, I'm going to take these dried flowers I got off of Amazon, a mason jar from Dollar Tree, and some Mod Podge. So first, I'm just gonna put a layer of Mod Podge on the jar. You want to make sure you put a thick enough layer so that the dried flowers will stick. As you see, the first flower I tried, the Mod Podge was too thin. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit more and then stick the dried flower on there. And you're gonna want to do this for the whole jar. Arrange the flowers any way you want to. There's no certain way I did this. I just freehanded this. And here I'm just gonna apply some more Mod Podge just to make sure the flowers stick down. Some of them, just because of the way they were curved or bent, they were kind of sticking off of the jar. And then here I'm just gonna put some Mod Podge on top of the petals that we're lifting up just to make sure they stick down to the jar. And then I'm just gonna wait for everything to dry. And after everything is dried, I'm gonna apply a thin layer of Mod Podge over the whole jar to cover the flowers. Try to be as gentle as possible, just so that won't rub off any of the flowers like that one you saw drop off earlier. But you're just gonna cover all the flowers with another layer of Mod Podge and wait for it to completely dry. Here I have those water beads. I found these at Michael's, and these I didn't even have to hydrate. They were already hydrated. And I'm just gonna pour those into the jar, almost to the top. And then I'm just gonna pour some water so it looks invisible. And now I'm just adding a floating candle on top. And this you can use as like a centerpiece in your house, on your coffee table, or just have it in your entryway. You can make a few of these and, you know, just arrange them in whatever order you like. I think it's pretty cool, easy, simple to do. So now I have this tin I found at Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna fill this with some floral foam that I also got from Dollar Tree. And I got these bundles of lavender, and you guessed it, I got it at Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna arrange these in here. I want them to kind of look like they're kind of falling over, but still want it to be pretty full. Or you could take whatever flowers you want and, you know, just stick them in here, arrange them how you like. I'm cutting some of them shorter just so I don't have a whole stem sticking out. But you're just gonna mess around with it, play with it until you get the fullness and the look you like. All right, and here's the final result. I have this sitting in the foyer of my home. All right, so now you're gonna take a wire wreath, also got this from Dollar Tree, and some ribbon, and then I had a lot of leftover lavender too. So I'm just gonna take that ribbon and, you know, tie it in a knot in a loop so that it can hang over the front of my door. So now I have here some thicker white ribbon. So what I'm gonna do here is wrap it around the wreath. I'm gonna hot glue this part here to secure it, to make sure it doesn't really move. Now I'm just gonna wrap it around itself a few times just to make sure it's secure in place. And then I'm gonna take a bundle of lavender, and then I'm gonna continue to wrap the ribbon around that to help secure it in place. After about like 2 or 3 wraparounds, I did put hot glue on the ribbon to make sure that sticks in place. And I just continued this process around the whole wreath, wrapping ribbon, adding a bundle of lavender, you know, wrapping ribbon around, securing with hot glue until the whole wreath was covered. So here for this last piece of lavender, I just kind of stuck that in that remaining ribbon that's over there. And now I'm just gonna, you know, stretch these, separate the lavender so it covers the ribbon, so you don't see a lot of ribbon showing on the wreath, and, you know, covering up the stems of the other bundles. So here's what it looks like, and you'll see it hanging outside my door. Absolutely love this. Lavender is one of my favorite flowers ever. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.